I rate them very highly now. My opinion has been changed really, and I'm glad I went for the smaller size as well. Right, so people, hello. First of all, massive apologies if the voice is muffled. Oh, you are joking me. What? Well, there's a knock for RST already. What the fuck? Jesus, I've come out to test these gloves. What a fucking shithead. Alright, let's just bodge that. Well, you've seen it here first, folks. So basically, I've come out to test these RST heated gloves. Right, let's not pull using that thing. I'm not a fan of big bulky gloves, and these are pretty bulky. I mean, what's with all this shit here? That's a bit annoying. We're gonna go down to the medium temperature and see what they're like. I'm gonna try it without the heated grips first, and then we're gonna go into the heated grips. God, it feels so weird with them. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of big chunky gloves. Yeah, I'll tend to stick with summer gloves right the way through winter and just get a grip really. Now in terms of control, I can still feel things, just about. Yeah, bear in mind, squeaky brake's gonna be a thing, isn't he? So yeah, I mean, the control, like the feel of them, isn't too bad actually. They are restrictive and they are bulky, don't get me wrong. They're not as bad as I thought they would be. They're a little bit of a pain to get to the clutch. You know, the back of my hands are being heated quite nicely actually. Yeah, I was kind of half expecting them to be like really big winter gloves that you get for like skiing. I was kind of half expecting them to feel like that. And bearing in mind I haven't ridden with winter gloves in about 9 years at this point, so this definitely is a first impressions. They're not too bad. In terms of actual control and stuff, they're okay. It feels like there's a lot more effort going into my hand, like clutch and stuff, just because of the restriction of the thermals. I've also just whacked these easy grip tank grips on, and they seem to be quite nice actually. Yeah, the backs of my hands are being heated up pretty nicely actually. Oh wow, there's a lot of water going through there. Cool. Oh god, I hate that rear brake being so bloody squeaky. In terms of feel, I mean, buttons and stuff, they're big enough these days, half the time anyway, to, you know, it doesn't really matter. Oh shit. Wait, okay, no through road, business as usual. Why is it saying business as usual and then no through road? Oh, for fuck's sake, yeah, they've fucking closed it, haven't they? We're taking a long route, are we? God, that rear brake is so annoying. I'm just going to follow these fuckers actually. Yeah, them tank protectors are really good, man. There's definitely less sliding around of my knees. I might have to bring the controls, you know, in a millimetre or so to account for the extra bulk. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. Not a clue where I'm going. Aha! Oh no. I thought I knew where I was then, but I don't. Which way do I go, folks? Left or right? I think I might go left. Well, let's just say we're not going to get to my destination on time at all. Let's go right. Let's keep going straight on. Eventually, I'll find my way to where I want to go eventually. I mean, the controls and stuff, they're not that bad, to be honest. The feel and stuff, I thought I'd be missing out a lot more than I am doing. Yeah, KTM. You know. Thank you. Well, this is Magical Mystery Tour. Hello. People are coming down here, so that's a reassuring sign. Heat wise, the grips are doing pretty good. They're on the medium setting. I can't really feel them unless I clench my fingers, and they kind of come and wrap around my fingers in a way. and the backs of my fingers get warmed up, but it definitely is a bit more of a chore finding things. I think I know where I am. Yeah, I know where I am. Oh, I know where I am now. Oh, praise the Lord. Right. Told you, you'll find my way eventually. Yeah, pulling the clutch in is a lot more effort for some reason. Obviously because I can't move my fingers as much, I'm having to use more of my muscles to get around it. Thank you. So now what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm still on the medium setting, but I'm going to whack the heated grips on. I'm going to whack the heated grips on and see if the two, because the palms of my hands are a little bit nippy. Well, they're not nippy, they're normal, you know, they're average. The heated grips for me, the reason why I've gone for these things, okay, is that the heated grips for me are, thank you. You know, they do enough to warm your palms, just about, but it's the back of my hands. And I was getting to the point where I was thinking about buying some hand guards because to get the wind off me. Now hand guards, you know, they're a bit of a faff and they look a bit shit in my opinion, especially on a bike like this. It's not a hand guardy type of bike really, is it? And there's a few years ago where I did have a look at, I was looking at heated gloves. I tried a few out and I had some, you know, returned them all basically because they weren't very good and they were very bulky. I tried the Paragon ones, I tried the Ixon ones, I've tried a lot of them, and I just could never justify paying 300 quid for a pair, but somehow I managed to use Honey, that app thing that you put on your browser. No, I'm not sponsored, this is just just me telling you. I managed to use Honey and somehow I managed to get 50 quid off these, and they're already discounted, so they should be £153 and I managed to get them for 100. So yeah, I think I can put up with the little niggles, you know what I mean, now, because of that. Even if it's just for winter, because that's not much of an investment at all, really. This guy wants a race. I mean, I can still feel a little bit of the wind seeping through to my fingertips. So if I push my fingertips against the levers here, I can feel the element. Because I'm actually going to put them onto, I might whack them onto full actually. It's just bang, bang. That one's onto full. Well, the left one is definitely heating up a lot more than the right, and they don't take long to heat up either. Spot this one onto full. There we go. Yeah, man. Right, the difference between medium and high temperature is amazing. The temperature difference there is insane. I would suggest there needs to be maybe one more step in there. The high, medium and low, you know, like the backs of my hands now are like fucking scalding. So medium needs to be warmer basically. I think it's a fair day to try this, to be honest, because it is it's 8 degrees, it's not the warmest thing, not the warmest day on earth. Yeah, the heat now pumping out of these things, it's so nice and toasty. But the medium setting, like from the medium to this setting, it felt like the medium setting would have been a low, if that makes sense. I'm not sure what the low is, we'll try that in a bit. I'm very surprised really. They're a bit of leather, so they might need to break in a little bit, but you know, the majority textile, so I doubt it. Your clutch hand is going to do more work because it feels like it's doing more work. And there's a little bit less finesse within that. Yeah, there's you know, less finesse than I'd like, but it's nowhere near as bad as I would have thought. You know, there's a lot there to unpack really, but I would say for 100 quid, these are phenomenal. Like really good purchase for 100 quid, and these will sort me out on the motorway and, you know, cold journeys and stuff. So yeah, I really like these actually. Really nice and toasty now. Really nice and toasty on the back. At the back of the hands, on the hottest setting. Let me just try the lowest. There we go. Let's put that on the lowest and compare to the hottest on this one. The fact that they're independent is cool. It would be nice to have an option where you can link them together, so you're only having to press one button, but can't have everything. Again, Bluetooth would be cool, but again, mainly a gimmick. These tank grips are really nice. There is a difference now between the left and the right hand. I think these are really good actually, for journeys like this, or for colder journeys. You know, when it's going into autumn, when it's coming up from spring, these are nowhere near, these are nowhere near as bad as I thought they would be. So I rate them very highly now. My opinion has been changed really, and I'm glad I went for the smaller size as well, because the fingers aren't going to be as bulky and stuff. So I would go a size down if I were you. I'd go a size down just to reduce the bulkiness. Like, I'm usually a medium in the hand size, about an 8.5 inches, and these are an 8, small. So if I'd go for a small if I were you. It takes a little bit of getting used for the visor, I will admit. It does take a little bit of getting used to the thumb placement, because the thumb's very wide. Right, so the right hand one versus the left hand one. Now there's not that much difference. I think it's maybe because the insulation has decided to is doing its job really. And once it's been heated up, I mean, in the fingertips, yes. Yeah, the cold of the metal is getting through to your fingertips, and the wind's getting through to the fingertips a little bit more on the lower setting. In terms of the thickness of the palms, if I move my hand around like this, like I usually do, you can kind of feel the glove moving around. You know, because there's the insulation layer, then there's the outside. If I move that, you can feel it moving, and that's kind of bunching up when I'm moving for my clutch and stuff, so it's a bit of a weird one. I mean, left to right, again, once the insulation's picked up, it seems to not make as much of a difference, but it is a difference, obviously. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you again very, very soon, I'm sure, and until the next time, sod 'em out. Goodbye.